Kishinami, Leo summoned you. Going went out of his way to come by. Seems like he didn't even try to use a signal to call me, but instead waited here in the hallway. Leo sent for me. Does this mean he has some personal business with me? A charming explanation. I do believe it's true. Leo seeks to deepen his friendship with you. But unfortunately, he invited you today in the president's capacity. I was told he bids you to come to the student council room. As emissary to the perilous labyrinth, he's enjoyed his rightful after-meal doze quite enough. So basically, he wants me to dash off there immediately, not spare a single millisecond. Got it. Why don't you tell him that or something similar? That makes things easier. I shall take my leave ahead of you. Excuse me. Okay. Miss Tosca and Ronnie's investigative work has identified important information related to Jinako. Specifically, details about her in the Holy Grail War. Not of her background on Earth, but in the near side of the moon cell. Gato. Leo brings up the matter in a low tone, contrasted to his usual cheerful ring. Gato takes over, hand on his chin, nodding, yes. He's acting completely normally, and it's a real letdown. Hear this, steadily advancing through the Holy Grail War with my god, we came upon one chance where we won effortlessly. A win by default. This opponent that fell, like, wham, right off the shelf was none other than Jinako. She chose defeat without putting up a fight. Yeah, would have been nice if you remembered that from the beginning. Would have saved me the pain of the process of elimination, salvaging highly concentrated battle data one by one until the very last set. Your theory is warranted, but if you asked the judge if they wanted to know the loser's name, they'd reply that there's no need. There's no need to override shame with shame. In any case, Jinako and I were, by nature, incompatible comrades. Leo and Reen supplied me with further information. In the opening of the near side's Holy Grail War, Jinako discovered the locked janitor's closet. This school's janitor closet may have a different vibe, but it's the very same shelter Jinako took before. Jinako didn't lose in a battle between masters. She hid inside a janitor's closet without ever taking the battlefield. However, if she were to have taken one step outside the custodial room, the Mooncell would have deemed her as defeated and deleted her. That's why Jinako was unable to leave and shut herself in the janitor's closet the entire time. So, when the Holy Grail War closes, once the victor is proclaimed, the school building will end up being collected as a garbage object. Naturally, the janitor's closet Jinako is hiding in as well will also be deleted. In other words, Jinako didn't die fighting in the Holy Grail War, but her fate was to be deleted once the Holy Grail War ends. Panic struck Jinako once the memory of that returned, and she ran away from us. We recovered the cube from Passion Lip and regained our memories, although it did leave everyone considerably confused. It resulted in Jinako Karagiri driving herself further into a corner. BB seized that opportunity. Who are we supposed to blame here? Returning to the near side only means death. Having recalled that memory, Jinako probably didn't have the willpower to defy BB. At the time when she recovered that memory, Jinako must have certainly known that I, Monji Gato, was her original opponent. Why does she distance herself from her unsolvable problem, even if it's postponed? Her actions are baffling. Her optimism is as brittle as sculpted candy, and her escapism is as useful as burying her head in sand. Oh, is that so? I'm sure it appears that way to you, Treasurer Ronnie, but that's not being very human, is it? If you declare that being swept along by instinctive urges and idleness is what human nature is, then stray cats are quite human. Nothing wrong with stray cats. They're the ultimate life forms in a sense. Such gods exist too. Gato and Ronnie's conflicting exchange continues. Suddenly, Jinako's pained expression from her SG loneliness was released pops into my mind. If only I had gotten to know her back in the Holy Grail War. There's no point in thinking about what-ifs now, but I wonder if having friends by her side would have changed something. Sakura's reporting that the 12th floor has been activated. Once you're ready, continue your exploration in SG retrieval. Jinako Karagiri is a Labyrinth Sentinel. Nevertheless, she's one of our allies who also desires to escape. I won't tell you to be peaceful anymore. I don't see it unseemly to injure one another. That said, Hakano, I believe that you'll be one to break through this absurd spiral of us having to hurt our allies to continue forward. Okay, what we got? Oh, Rena has something to say. Okay. Jineko Karagiri can't be left as she is now. It's odd for me to be sparring Jineko? You say that I was more reckless and macho in the Holy Grail War? Well, of course, in the Holy Grail War, all masters are enemies. They must be defeated, and that's that. But this is not the Holy Grail War. Everyone here is an ally. We need to take good care of the bonds we may form here. Okay, just make sure. Spoke to just about every master during the first round of the Holy Grail War, and I never got to speak of Jineko. She was confined in the janitor's closet the entire time. That door transforms to an arena's entrance after the preliminaries end. Yep. My guess is that she found the back entrance to the now doorless janitor's closet by coincidence. Resolve on losing before one's fight and then running wholeheartedly from that truth. Sad, isn't it? Her flight will assuredly lead to her nowhere. I think that she, the one running, knows that better than anyone else. The darkness within Jineko Karagiri's heart, though shallow, is rooted deep. Her self-harm is slow and insidious. I see, so Goin did that? Yes, once we get a break from this turmoil, I would like to have a nice long chat with you. Scone and black tea in hand. Don't you think it would be fun if we spoke about things like what type of people we're into or our past experiences? I understand. In the event that we do break out of this twilight, old school, let's arrange for a place to do that. It's a promise. Oh, okay, yeah, he did have it. Feeling more motivated? For me, at least, I'm starting to really look forward to getting back to the near side. To be able to maintain one's ego without being influenced by instinctive desires and laziness is a privilege of rational people. I just can't comprehend this statement from Manjigato. Hey, there's something that's been bothering me. You have a second? It's about Kiara Sesshoin. Out of curiosity, I had Ronnie look into her. Presently, she is also a master who's assisting as a servant. That and... we have nothing to be concerned about. It's true that the Western financial conglomerates went after her. The conglomerates went after her? So Kiara is the enemy of those conglomerates. Is she a freelancer hacker like Rina's? No, she doesn't oppose anyone. Though the only data that we have comes from what we dug up here. Could you please, Ronnie? Yeah, starting from the conclusion, she's a cyber criminal wanted by Interpol. At one point, she was the leader of a religious cyber cult. It no longer exists, though. And, well, all the men and women, it idolized her so much that they all committed suicide. People who were smitten by her, people with a thing for being abused by her, people hooked on conversing with her. People who detested her to death, people who are crazy over her body. A lot of different folks. The end results were all the same, suicide. Even outside of the internet, most of the people who associated with her committed suicide. Included among them were even cyber investigators and spies from conglomerates that had chased her around. What's astonishing is that, apparently, one spy died in order to save her from adherents who were out to kill her. According to these documents, that person was apparently her lover. According to Julius, that person was a misanthrope and didn't particularly seem interested in women. Personally, I can't comprehend Kiara Sesshoin's cognitive structure. She's too much of an enigma. She saved many people, but each one of them trampled on her goodwill. She was betrayed by others over and over again, and yet she didn't abandon her goal of bringing salvation. Or rather, it makes me think that she's fine with being betrayed. You could say she has an indomitable spirit, but in her case it goes much too far. I may not be the one to say this, but it's as if she's a machine devoid of emotions. I think so too. It's like she's obsessed with being a hero of justice or something. She's even called the Last Saint. One thing's for sure, she's the biggest victim, but it's also true that she's the cause of mass suicide and conflict. Thus, with backing from the conglomerates, she added to the world's most wanted list, though some came to her legal defense. And the conglomerates had a backing from the Holy Church. That lot hasn't been able to put out a saint in years. A woman emerges, is treated as a saint in the East, disregards their group. Guess they couldn't let that one slip by. You're being biased, Miss Tosaka. Kiara Sesshoin is considered clearly a modern-day saint, even by the Church. The problem is that the person who started insisting on that was a church cardinal, and a candidate for the next papacy. The Holy Church didn't try to apprehend Kiara because she was some thorn in her side. They recognized her as the highest class of threat to the preservation of their faith. They're being more vicious than they need to be. What about Kiara's virtue? I think it should be called magical powers at this point. She was she was even able to free an elderly man on the brink of death, obsessed with prolonging his life from that suffering. What I find astonishing was, after that elderly man experienced her teachings, he became an impeccable person. It was only for a brief time, just 2 months that he was in contact with Kiara Sashoin, but his nature truly became that of a saint. That resulted in the church going after her. She was betrayed by her faith in many people, and was denounced as a murderer. Okay, we're taking the wrong route by bringing Earth affairs to the Moon Cell. She's still a cyber criminal, Miss Tosaka. Well, yeah, but while I partially agree, I think Kiara's different. That girl there is an airhead. She has no clue about how much she drives everyone around her insane. Sorry. The nickname she got stuck with, the devilish Bodavista, really sums her up. Why is that, Kurtai? We know she's being misrepresented, but we deem it's best to err on the side of caution. Please refrain from making unnecessary contact with her from now on. Goofs are way more dangerous than folks of conviction. That's because they have no self-awareness. I don't get along with saint-type people in the first place. I think she actually has some screws loose somewhere. Serving others without any reward? Really? So Gato faced off against Shinako, huh? I had to face... Damn, now I went and remembered it again. I was finally starting to calm down too. Damn it, damn it. It was me. Alright, okay, yep, Kiara, of course Kiara has more to say. Honestly, you have anything cool? Probably not. I accidentally went to the room. Let's get back around. You know, I haven't found the thingy for, Taiga yet, have I? I just realized that. I've gone through 2 floors and haven't found it yet. Okay. I figured as much. Alright, Kiara, what you got? Found Kiara and Anderson in the hallway. I recall what Rin told me about Kiara's background. I was a little hesitant, but I tried asking her about whether it was true or not. As if all the adherents connected to Kiara killed themselves. I don't think that this willowy woman would be in the middle of such a maelstrom of death. Yes, everything those girls spoke of is true. What I thought, or what my goals were, was irrelevant to the people. The only thing left in my hands was the outcome. The lives of many people were consumed by my own avarice, however. Pardon me, now suddenly I'm wondering if I committed a crime. Kiara looks puzzled, as if miserable from the bottom of her heart. Her expression makes me think of a terrifically beautiful and fleeting heaven lotus. They loved me by their own will, became despaired by their actions, and at the end of their love, ended their lives. There was no bloodlust in them to be found. They simply drowned in me. They were committed to their desires and wasted their lives out of that lust. I love all people equally, and I want to be loved. That's what I craved. I can't help it, I'm selfish. That's why I can never belong to one person. They went insane as if despairing from that truth, as if craving and lusting insatiably for me. As a result, they ended their lives. How can anyone rebuke such devoted love? I wanted to save them. They wanted me to save them. In the end, they died, and that's all there is to it. Saying that, she smiles, sorrowfully, with such beautiful beauty that anyone who saw it would be touched. Goosebumps jolt all across my body. This here is a good woman, completely beloved. Yeah, you say... I mean, yes, I know all about Kiara and everything. I mean, outside of just knowing in general, like, there was a CCC event in Fate Grand Order, which wasn't exactly this, but she was in there. I mean, I did a Let's Play on that. Anyways. And that's why I find it difficult to consider her human, in terms of her mentality. As a religious leader, Kiara treated many people impartially and lavished them with love. That resulted in those adherents becoming swollen with desire. I beg you, I want you to love only me. More. I want endless love from you. But that wasn't allowed. As a consequence of treating everyone equally, Kiara Sashoin possessed no love toward individuals. And then, their practically immolating desire was how they literally were destroyed. Because they went and recognized Kiara as a saint, they became aware of their essentially salvationless reality and despaired. What terrible irony. They probably could have returned to their lives if they distanced themselves from Kiara, but perhaps they had known this almost Bodavista love. They couldn't leave the palm of her hand. I apologize. I understand your argument, but I don't intend on stopping. And even a person like me has convictions that can't be conceded. My life cannot end just yet. For now, please don't be concerned with my affairs. Please focus on defeating BB and returning to the Holy Grail War. And after, if a time when we face each other as masters in the Holy Grail War, then please charge me with my sin. If Kiara Sesshoin's life deserved to have lived, or if not. Yes, if it's you, I hope you'll tell me. I hope you'll tell me the answer as to whether my Aiton school's doctrines were correct or incorrect. Aiton. Yeah. Without replying to Kiara's smile, I leave her presence. I've dealt with many masters up to this point. And she's a master too, throwing herself into a battle for the sake of a wish she can't give up. This is heaven's battlefield, a garden of selfishness where wishes are put on the line. I'm certain that Kiara isn't special. Here, everyone fights for themselves. And what else we got? Juniko's mental wall is surely a formidable one, but her servant is one who piques my interest. The heroic spirit Karna. I've heard his strength rivals that of the great hero of Indian myth, Arjuna. In the near side's Holy Grail War, I'd say he's the highest tier, without a doubt. Please be sure to gather plenty of experience, okay? Okay. Okay. You know what? Let's buy that now. How was I on Servant? Let's see. Plenty. Master's MP's not been that much of an issue. Works. Okay, I haven't used the 3 there, and I did get one from me. Was it? Yeah, I got that from a chest, didn't I? Couldn't remember if I got it from a chest or not. Okay, anyways, what else we got? I got a bunch of these that I'm not doing strength because Salamo doesn't usually use strength unless I'm doing her normal melee attacks. I'm kind of curious how much HP that is at the end of every turn because that could be useful depending on how much it is. Defense is always nice. I'll show you some gold medal swimming, so bring you swimming. Yeah, do it for swimming. Haven't seen that yet. It's probably the 3rd floor, unless it was hidden somewhere in the 1st. And I just straight up just missed it. Always possible. Oh no. Oh no. What? Huh? Oh, what is this? Skull and crossbones abruptly appeared above my head. This is ominous. It doesn't get more ominous than this. So that there's a countdown. To your end, Kurtai. Your death sentence. Yuriko's voice echoed throughout the labyrinth. It should just be a regular transmission, but it sounds ominous, like she's satisfied with herself. You hear me? That number hits 0, you're a goner. No resets allowed. Got it? I warned you. If anything happens, it's your own dang fault. Sentinel of the labyrinth's voice wanes and grows distant, and its indecipherable gravity lingers in its trail. The number displayed here is currently taken down with each passing moment. Is this a time attack floor? No. Even if there were a time limit, why are there so many digits? If it's by the second, then we have plenty of time. If I go about it poorly, I'll have months. Wait, won't this take years? Count down? Is this a curse? Juniko's challenging me, isn't she? If you dig a pitfall, you better dig 2. I'm going to dig twice as deep and swap it right with yours. Well, that aside, please go about your business as usual, darling. Gasser's an acting flustered, which distracts me from my apprehension. But to be honest, it wasn't really that big of a shock to me. Right now, Juniko's state of mind is what has me concerned. Like back with Farina and Rani, her mind isn't working to remove foreign invaders. It's working to reject them. Juniko said, we'll end up in the same place. I don't know what she's trying to tell me with that, but I can't leave this lying, lonely girl alone. Let's look for Juniko. Let's open the door to the outside, and let's find her. Let's go find her hope. Any reason why that timer disappeared? I was expecting it. There's some kind of gimmick. I know. Yeah, this is exactly what I thought it is, isn't it? It's a teleport maze, isn't it? Juniko just can't. Yep, Juniko just can't help herself. Gotta put a teleporter maze in these RPGs. Okay, well at least it looks like they're color coded. That probably just takes me to there. Okay. That's Shiniko's original loop-de-loop warp. Go ahead and waste your counts on elements of the labyrinth that no one asked for.
ミスカリギリにこれほどの権限があるとは。
まだ焦る時間ではありません。着実に攻略を進めていきましょう。
Oh, it did stun it, damn it.
このままサクッと片付けましょう。
Look at that.
秘密よ、うなら。なら殴る。バカにして落として。こんなところですかね。お揚げ持って出直してありがとうございます。まず二人の家財といたしましょう。よろしいかと。いただけるものはすべていただきます。
Oh, that took me somewhere else entirely. Okay, that's not what I was expecting.
もう弱いくせになぜ殺したし。
I have absolutely no idea what these guys do.
条件よ、下せ。もうご主人様に尻尾のキレがいまいち。
Oh, okay, this is a different one. Gotcha.
足取り軽く、衣装も見えなく、私いつでもスプリングな女ですので。
Ah, yeah.
ごまの焚き火と参りましょう。 このままサクッと片付けましょう。ごまの焚き火と参りましょう。お粗末様でした。お宝ゲット。やりましたね、ご主人様。 もう弱いくせになぜ殺したし。
Okay. Damn it! I guess which one it was gonna use break on incorrect. Exciting swim set. There we go.
尻尾が総毛立ちです。これかなりいいものみたいですよ。
After egressing from the labyrinth cemetery, we saw a room. In that room is Jinako, all alone. Kazra surveys the space, but Launcher is nowhere to be found. We unexpectedly arrived at our destination. Yet again, very quickly. Or not. The path continues further past here. And you've reached the goal. Good job. I'll tell you something as a reward. The SG for this labyrinth is Curse of Death. Without hesitation, she says something outrageous. Barely had time to get me startled before she continued. And I'll let you in on something else too. If you want that SG, someone's gotta die. Someone has to die? Juniko herself is feigning indifference. Still, after firing her verbal bullets through my heart, she loosed a bundle of grenades on me with that too. So that smug face. Coercive type curses like that go right through the window once you steamroll the Hexer. Oh yes! A menacing caster draws closer to the totally defenseless Juniko. This is bad. I get why she's angry, but this is the one shortcut to the end I don't want to take. If we defeat Juniko without obtaining her SG, the entire student council will be trapped on the far side of the moon cell, and escape will be impossible.
Stop.
There's certainly a condition we can't simply ignore. Since someone must die, but then what happens to Hakuno's countdown? Do you impose the burden of this curse of death upon all challengers of the labyrinth? Well, duh. If you already get that SG, you would presumably finish clearing the labyrinth, so the countdown should stop, right? Heck if I know. Anywho, it's simple, yo. No need to sweat the small stuff on this floor. It's the only neat tip tree I got for ya.
Huh?
What? That's not very funny. Like how we're gonna accept a requirement like that. That's right, we can't possibly ignore this. There's a plot by BB, taking advantage of the characteristic of Jiniko's SG. It hit me. One can't lose a battle yet win the war, and I've got the most genius idea! A roar erupted in as the shout of the deathly silence. It wasn't a labyrinth signal, but a live voice reaching my ears. But from where? Old man. It's too noisy. We're going to suspend. Actually, relay your signal. It appears that Monji Gato is visually observing you from the vicinity of the labyrinth's entrance. Huh? How is he doing that? That's incredible. Incredible, but scary. Aye, good work, Treasurer Ronnie. I thank you. The urn on your forehead isn't just for show. Off to report to Hakuno Kishinami now. Unluckily, I dialed down his volume. Gato's transmission reaches me. After all the trouble he's been in after warning him, he's going to try and tackle the labyrinth alone. Again? And without a servant. Sorry to bother you when you're busy, Hakuno Kishinami. Do you hear me? Too loud? Oh, sorry. Actually, I have a super secret strategy this time. I want to modestly instruct you on it so badly. Basically, you know. I don't really mind this countdown stuff, but those enemies wandering over there truly are a tad scary. Therefore, it's time for you to answer my summons, like the ever-descending gods and the Buddha do for me. I'd like for you to return to the labyrinth's entrance. Post-haste. Come back, Hakuno. Never seen such blatantly caustic, confidential conversation. I involuntarily meet eyes of Jiniko. Jiniko is scowling, fed up with it, but soon simply shrugged with disinterest. A little dubious, isn't this? Forget it, forget it. Let's ignore him. I'd rather not have someone slowing us down. Everyone in the student council is likewise speechless, probably unsure of what to make of this. That's it. It's not like I myself have a solution, unfortunately. Let's head back to the labyrinth's entrance and meeting up with Gato. A genius plan. What is it really, Gato? If it's a stupid plan you took 3 seconds to make up, we'll turn you into shrimp chili. Whoa, that's our famously stubborn hot dogger and microwave everything granny for you. Yes, your concerns are understandable. But believe in me now and entrust this to me with the same sentiment as those who ride the Titanic. It's 3 minutes until the iceberg. Okay. That probably takes me back to the start. Probably. Wrong way. Home this way. Can't go further in until someone dies anyway. Ever consider giving up? Okay. Don't. Like I told you, you can't get this SG unless someone dies. No sort of brute force is gonna fly. Want to kill me and find out? If you find him at Kurtai, then it's no biggie to me. There's no way I can answer a provocation. Let's meet with Gato at the Labyrinth's entrance and give his genius plan a shot. This one, right one. Oh, over there.
もう弱いくせになぜ殺したし。
Try that. It just attacked him. I was expecting it to start with a break attack. Okay, whatever. Now Gato shows up. Looks like he evacuated temporarily. Was he always this wise? No. Have this much sense? Good to see you again. I just dropped in myself. Oh, I'm serious. I'm serious. I wasn't waiting. Not at all. But hey, Kishinami. I know I'm the one who called you here, but don't you feel tired? In the manner of Jizo, I shall wait here. Stopping by the old school to prepare isn't a bad choice. Once I make my move, my cataclysmic grand strategy will go off instantly. Explosion! No doubts I'm going in. That kind of thing. If you need to mentally prepare for that, do some shopping, or consult President Leo, then you should go get it all out of the way. Though he's oblivious, Gato is always capable of thinking about others. I think taking his advice and going back to the old school would be fine. It's basically telling me that I'm about to go into a boss fight, isn't it? Where are you going, Huckett? Oh. Where are you going? Leaving me behind? Apocalypse now. Come back soon. Oh. I was actually going to explore more of the labyrinth if we were going to just do that. All the enemies are going to respawn too. Oh, he did mention Leo in the Student Council, so I might as well go check on them. See if they have anything interesting to say. Okay, it looks like nobody has anything interesting to say. It's just the same stuff, isn't it? Kiara says showing. She's a person I can't understand, but I can understand her righteousness. She helps people without reward, without opposing her ideas. The ethics and social welfare behind her ideology are wonderful. The truth is that many Sikh people and people at a low point in their lives are grateful to her. She truly a modern-day saint. It's sad, but organizations out for profit targeted her for that reason and labeled her as a cyber criminal. Huh? So that's it. Misosuka likes her because it's a clash of the Avarika's character versus the yeah. Ronnie, are you casually making me out to be a money-grubbing kind of girl? Okay, anyways. So, nothing in here. Stop by my room real quick. Let's open my closet. I have gloves now. I'm changing my shoes, too. Might as well. Just put on everything I get. I bought them, so I better use them. I guess there's not much else, okay. So I should bring that back. I can save from here. Just to be on the safe side.
準備は整ったかな?
Yeah. Good, then let our charge commence. I hereby place my humble life in your hands. What? Gato immediately heads off into the labyrinth. Like what a mother cat does, his stride might just pick us up and pull us along by the neck. Hold a moment, you poor monk. What manner is this, rushing straight in? Out with the genius plan you promise. That's right. Just what is the idea you invited me to hear? Yes, about that. Forgive me. I have no such thing. This was my means, as in, to truly justify my ends. What? Huh? So a lie? What the hell is this old man spouting? Does this look like the time to be telling jokes, or is he just full of hot air? His statement went so far that even Shinji, who isn't even in the student council room, chimed in. Looks like he was peeking in on us from somewhere. I'll dutifully accept your ire. However, I, Monji Gato, must do any means necessary to meet Jinako. To do that, I mustn't be occupied with such trivial labyrinth traps and enemies. Hakano Kishinami, Lady Caster, I apologize, but I request that you indulge in my selfishness. Come, to the Pessimist Sentinel. We haven't a leisure to stroll, for the counter above our heads continues to fall. And whose fault is that, is the question I had no time for as Gato pushes forward. No ifs, ands, or buts. Not much we can do about it. We'll just have to go back to the room Jinako was in. Yeah, I was actually hoping that she was going to keep talking after that, but oh well. Oh yeah, I should probably be fighting enemies still. I'm almost getting decently close to another level. Not a big fan of fighting these big guys, but they give more experience than everybody else. Ah. Oh. I've seen this one before. These guys only do 2 break attacks on their turn. At least from I remember. Nope, never mind. That was my mistake. Oh right, I could have given damn it, I could have gave Taiga her thing. Owie. Rude.
相手ですね。
Doesn't matter.
バカにしてますバカにしてますそういうところですね。
Ah, so close.
おい、経験値だけ置いてけ。
Ah, damn. Oh well.
おっさん
We drag ourselves back to where Jinako is. She even stuck around for us. Jinako looks up at Gato with a blank stare. Gato does his thing and plunks himself down on the ground, cross-legged in front of her.
全在全在
At last I was finally able to meet you in person. Your expression is really and truly does look awful. So naggy, man. You planning to lecture me?
意味わかんない
Or do you just want to prove your worth by showing how helpful you are? Looking for a place to settle in the student council, old man? Haha! The Earth has no such place where I belong, not anywhere. I certainly did run around the world, but the answer I sought was nowhere to be found. Diving into this moon was my last hope, and when I finally met with the truth, she said, yeah, there's no answer, and left. No, she's planning to come back right away. My goddess is a merciful one. After our single defeat, she unmistakably forgave me by speaking the words, Gato, get to work. I think she said that. Well, enough about me. For the time being, let's talk about us humans. I want to hear your voice. Gross, your sideburns creep. Jinako isn't a Christian or a Buddhist. I'm even less interested in offering your sketchy god anything. Not even a single tin of cat food, Dumbo.
しかり
Precisely now that your creed is desperate, consider praying to my resplendent god. When one door is shut, another window opens. If you sincerely object to even that, then try complaining about something. I never fail to clean my ears every morning.
なんなの
I've been telling you, man. There's no such thing as gods. If any sort of god exists, then it's death, and that's it. The only thing I can believe is heavy, and it's cold enough to make your fingers stick. The touch of death. Darling. Kester whispers low and glances sideways at me, telling me to check the 5 meditations on my left arm. But I reply by shaking my head. I have yet to sense any indications of his SG. Yeah, there's never any sort of god. That's because God abandoned me.
どうせ
After all, it doesn't matter. No matter where you go in this world, it all belongs to the chosen geniuses. Like you, Kurtai. Don't tell me otherwise. Old man, you're a dummy, but you're a genius when it comes to affirming this world, right? But no genius can break this wall. Death is absolute. It treats everyone the same. There's no genius or mediocre beings in death's eyes. There isn't anyone who doesn't fear death, which means there's nothing to blame me for. As a human being, not moving a single step is to be expected. I have to admit, it is true.
ジナコよ
Junko Karigiri. Try talking to me about the cause of your rage. I'll absolve you of your sins, all in one go. I don't get what you mean. A worthless monk saving a totally worthless person doesn't make one pixel of sense. Isn't this enough? I don't want to speak another word. You gave me plenty of enough company, right? It's pointless to chase after me. Only death lies ahead. No killing, just simple death. Kurtai, Gato, you won't be spared. Not the student council bunch, or the AIs, or the NPCs. No one gets spared anyway. No one. Our destiny here is to turn into spiriton foam and disappear. Jinako. God, poofing away again. Hold it, Jinako. Whoa!
おやおや
Oh, you see that guy? He just ran off on his own. Once again, Jinako slipped away further into the labyrinth, and we're losing sight of Gato now that he's chasing after her. Our problem's doubled out of nowhere. There still hasn't been any SG reaction. Wonder if we should really keep going deeper in. What's that? What's in his head of his, I wonder? I would kind of like to go back to my room and have some tea and cakes right now, but... Darling, you don't look like you want to wait a while to see what happens. I understand. Shown on the display are BBSs and aggregator sites. Carefully left about our manga, games, junk food, and stuff. This is the only place where it looks like Jinako's room back in the old school. I guess to Jinako, this is our comfy space.
No! ジナコどこだ
ただけるものは全ていただきましょう。
やっても道を間違えたなり。
何、少し通信の音量を下げてください。
はい。ガトー文字は何がしたいのでしょう。
Ah.
こんなの朝ごはん前です。
Thought it was a little weird that was it sitting there. Okay.
バリバリ。カチカチですよ。
Yeah, that was probably a dumb idea. I totally defended. I totally wasted that.
お返しです。天罰的な。回復にすぐ済ました。バリバリ呪うぜ。嬉しいございます。
Guessing it just mixes in one break attack in its lineup. Did I defend on the next action again? Yes, I did.
どこにしてます。どこにしてます。こんなところですかね。レベルアップですよ、ご主人様。
Ah, I see. Oh, 2 paths. I did see this one before.
もう弱いくせになぜ殺したし。ではでは。
Oh, never mind.
お返しです。敵じゃないです。お粗末様でした。お気が。お揚げ持って出直してきてください。もう弱いくせになぜ殺したし。お任せ。ごまの焚き火と参りましょう。
Ah, I guarded on the first turn. Okay.
どこにしてます天罰的な。もうご主人様ご主人様褒めてくださいまし。
Okay, yep, this one was dead. Okay. Okay, that's not what I was expecting. That's a bit odd. And did I miss a pat? I'm pretty sure I hugged the walls entirely. Oh, damn it.
剣よ砕け。回復プリーズでございます。バリバリ呪うぞ。よろしくございます。こんなところですかね。お手にはございませんか、マスター。
Of course. Of course that would happen. Great, an enemy that is inflicted paralysis. Great. That's usually much of a problem still.
エネミーめ、強奪は見逃せ。調整は進まねばならんのだ。
Well, by the fact that I got dialogue for going that way, that means that's probably the correct route. Probably. Maybe. Well, there's a fountain in the chest over here, so.
もう弱いくせになぜ殺したし。
Damn you! Okay, I just messed up on the first one.
このままサクッと片付けましょう。お任せあれ。お返しです。こんなところですかね。私のミラクルパワー。
Shockwave, second strike. What do we get? What do we get? X to stun, oh. X to stun 2 times and defeat weaker enemies. Okay. It's okay again. Shit, that's the point again. Did I kill that enemy? I want to keep the experience points I got. So close to getting another level. Not that one. It's I want it. Is that gonna be something that I can dispel buffs? I didn't see a thingy that allowed me to dispel buffs offhand. And considering the buff that Jiniko did on Karna, I would really like to get rid of that shit. Finally arrive at the innermost section of the 12th floor. Jinako is standing statue still in the back of this room. Still no signs of Karna. Jinako has stayed all alone since the 11th floor. If her wish is for death itself, then what could Karna possibly do about it? And I could do even less.
そこから先に足を踏み入れると死ぬっす。
Jinako's dispassionate voice echoes throughout the labyrinth. It sounded to me like that prank that she made once before. Jinako's tone doesn't sound serious either. Just thinking about budging a single inch makes all tendons and muscles in my body squeak with a voiceless wail. This is giving me goosebumps. The sensation is what awaits those who are defeated in the Holy Grail War.
それが最後の SG。欲しいならあげるっす。でも死ぬっすよ。なるほど。ジナコさんが無理ゲーって言った意味が分かりました。でもこれ無理ゲーどころかとんだ無駄ゲーでしたね。バグだらけです。こんな目に見えた死の壁、回避するに決まっています。通れないにしても突破することもない。ご主人様、何か別の方法を探しましょう。
There's nothing to suspect. This is a trap. I don't think it's likely that Jinako built a wall like this on her own. BB probably gave her a hand. I'm sure that BB is looking down on us and chuckling over how frightened we are to be at death's door. But if that's the case, then I...
行かぬなら行かせてもらおう。
後ろから失礼千番。いつの間にか追い越しちゃったんですね。でもガトーさん、なんか変ですよ。
この辺りが頃合いよ。ジナコカリギリの俗念と呵責。俺がいただく。
Gato, what's going on? This doesn't feel right somehow. I don't see an iota of his usual irksomeness. In his expression is neither anger nor fear. I see enlightenment and... is that pity? In any case, Gato is going for the Wall of Death. I say... You can't do this, Gato. There's no sense in it.
どうもこうもない。これが小生の役割なのだ。ポジションメイキングである。
As slipping through the entrance curtains of a casual izakaya bar, Gato smoothly steps into that domain. Jinako's body snaps stiff with horror. I sense the machinations of the labyrinth ruthlessly unfold. I was unable to even react fast enough against Gato's overly composed determination. No, I had a sliver of margin to stop him, but a suppressive determination swelled behind Gato.
おっさん、もう止めらんないから、それ。あんたは分解される。ムーンセルから跡形もなくなる。死ぬんだ。おっさん無駄に体がでかいから、人より処理に時間がかかるかもだけどね。
おっさんではない。坊さんであると言ったはずだ。ああ、それと一つ言い忘れておった。策がないと言ったな。すまぬが、あれこそが嘘だ。死なねばならないと聞いて、小生の出番とピンときてな。なぜ、実は小生、すでに死んでおったのだ。いや、うすうす感づいていたが、記憶を取り戻してはっきりしたわい。なので、ここで死しても同じこと。死者が死ぬことで SG が手に入るとは、これほどうまい妙案はありえまい。
Gato roars laughing. But this isn't something one can just laugh off. Gato was already dead. He was probably defeated in the near side's Holy Grail War. To tell the truth, I had a feeling that's how it was. I mean, Gato said it himself. My servant went away. His servant wasn't preyed on by BB's black noise. Before Gato was attacked by BB, he had already lost his servant. So basically, after he was defeated in the Holy Grail War, he was plunged into the far side. And so that's why. Within the near side, Manji Gato is a master who's already dead. He's a ghost who can't exist anywhere else beside the far side of the moon. He's nothing more than a dead man's dream, having been processed by the moon cell as being defeated in the near side.
ガトー団長。
やっぱりそうだったのね。
そう悲しむな、良きライバルたちよ。愚僧は力及ばず聖杯戦争の4回戦で敗北し、容赦なく塵に帰った。だがその刹那、死は確定したものの、消滅する直前に BB が現れ、小生をこの裏側に引き込んだのだ。この体は元より死人。悲しむことはお門違いだ。むしろ幸運を持ってほしい。死んだガトーがまた笑った。死んでからも役に立った二度おいしいウルトラグドウソウがいたのだと。
おっさん。おっさんはおかしいっす。なんで笑えるっすか。こんなのいじめっす。聖杯戦争で負けて死んだと思ったら生きていて、助かったって喜んでいたら現実を突きつけられて、おっさんはもっと怒ったり悲しんだりすべきっす。っていうか本気でわかんない。私を救うとか言ってたけど、おっさんの方が何倍も救われないじゃん。あんなに神様神様言ってずっと信じてきたのに、神様はおっさんを救わない。そんなのおかしいと思わないの？不公平だらけじゃない。この世は全部残酷にできている。ハンピーは救われない。負け組は生まれた時から決まってる。死の運命は冗談みたいに落ちてくる。そうよ、何も悪いことをしてないのに私のパパとママは死んじゃった。普通に道を歩いてただけなのに映画みたいにぺしゃんことか笑えない。トラックの事故って何？アイスバーンで滑ったって何？運がなかったって何？才能がない人間には運さえないっていうわけ？文句を言う機会さえ取り上げられてるの？やだ、私はもうやだ。こんなひどい放置プレイ耐えられない。神様はパパとママを見放した。私だって見放した。じゃあ生きていてもしょうがない。こんな世界どこにも救いはない。ネットの中ぐらいしか平等じゃない。だからしょうがないよね。私は何も悪くない。ネットに引きこもるのは当然だもん。ネットだけが平等の暇つぶし。みんなで仲良く距離を保って、なんとなく仲間泣きができればいいんだ。みんなで妬み合って、憎み合って、ごちそうを分け合って、笑い合って、虚しさも分け合って。それでいい。あとはゆっくり、いつか来る死を待ってるだけでいい。私は脱出なんてしない。私は何も期待しない。私は本当なんて聞きたくもない。だって初めからいなかった。みんなを見守ってくれる神様なんてどこにもいなかったんだから。
Like a broken dam, Juniko pours her heart out. These cries didn't come from being trapped in the far side of the moon. They were pent up inside her since long before. And Hakuno Kishinami has no answer to her cries. I can't even recall my memories from before the Holy Grail War. Probably not qualified to sympathize with Juniko's grief. If anyone can dispel her darkness, it's one person and one person only. Only Manji Gato, now standing on the drawn precipice of death, gazing at Juniko with full composure.
参ったのう。それは違う。それは違うのだ。その怒りは全くもって意味のないものなのだ。良いか、カリギリよ。お主は神様なんていないと言っておったが、それは間違いだ。神はいる。確かにいる。俺は世界を巡って多くの、あまりにも多くの神に触れてきた。土着の神がいた。侵略者の神がいた。営みから生まれた神がいた。営利から生まれた神がいた。恐るべきたたり神もいた。小生好みの肉感的な女神もいた。 よくわからない萌え神もいた。まさに千差万別。八百万の概念は日本だけの話ではない。地球規模の話よ。その多種多様さに圧倒されながらも、俺はある事実に気づいた。全ての神にはある共通点があると。お主には言うまでもなかろう。現実世界において、個人を幸福にした神はこの惑星には存在しない。それで、ようやく悟った。この世に神は増します。されど、人を救う神は、ただの一つもいないのだと。なぜだかわかるか？単純なことだ。それは、アバターを彫った者は人間だからだ。人間とは、奪い、殺し、貪り、そして忘れるもの。おお、まさにスーパーニート。嘆かわしきかな。人間とはそもそもニートなのだ。何も悪いことではない。
You?
マジグソ来たこれ。じゃあジナコさんが引きこもっているのも動物として普通なんすか？
そうなのだ。なので衣食住が足りていればうちにこもるのは自明の理。基本人間は怠けるもの、罪深いもの。ゆえに人間は己が悪であることを否定できないがゆえ、自らを罰したくて仕方がない。しかし愚かなるか、人間は人間を罰せられるのだ。何しろ同じ穴の無地なだからな。神々は人間を救わない。人々の理想によって性格を得た神。人間の望み通り人間を悪として扱う。神とはこれ、人間への究極の罰なのだ。これが地上を駆け回り、全ての宗教を学んだ小生の結論である。
罰？神様が罰？
The parts of Majigato's soul which compose him. At best, I'd expect these physical, visual components to occupy no more than one small portion of his resources. Even that's starting to clearly fade away. He's being tormented by unimaginable agony and unspeakable sense of loss. Despite that, Gato explains merit with ever more fluidity and increasing volume.
恐ろしい結論だった。俺は怒りに任せ、完全な神を求めた。人間の悪性にまみれていない原始の神聖を探し続けたのだ。その行為そのものが悪であると理解しながらな。まあそれはそれでよい。若気の至りだ。俺の反省などお主にする話ではないな。
Gato suddenly took a breath and looked at the palm of his hand. His fingertips were riddled with holes now. Overflowing with noise, one couldn't tell if he was holding up scissors or paper. Or he doesn't see himself as satisfied, perhaps.
カリギリよ。己と神を嘆くのは時間の無駄だ。なぜなら、神様はお前を見放したのではない。神は、初めから誰も見てはいない。お前は初めから誰にも見放されてはいない。
じゃあどうして自分だけこんなに苦しいっすか？どうして自分はどこにも行けないっすか
Sentinel wails and Gato nods. My left arm is reacting. It's a signal that an SG is materializing. Except, Majigato's arm was shining too, and with far greater intensity. Gato wasn't to be stowed with the 5 meditations technique, but in his arm burdens a radiance that shouldn't be, and it shines dazzlingly.
どうしてどこにも行けなかったのか。なぜ悪行を犯していなかったのにお主の人生は苦しかったのか。それは誰のせいでもない。わかるか。それはただ間が悪かっただけなのだ。
何よそれ。間が悪かった。
そう、お前自身の選択もお前を取り巻く環境も、お前が良しとしてしかし手に入らなかったささやかな未来の夢も、それら全てがたまたまその時だけ噛み合わなかっただけなんだ。お主の人生はそれだけの話である。
His voice was humble yet bold. Thus spoke Gato. Such is your life, a fickle star. Was his conclusion so cruel and detached? And how could Gato say those words with such moving and warm affirmation? To call someone's life a fickle star is as if he were a teacher slapping some glittery stickers on a few homework assignments after the pupils slaved away to finish them.
そんな間に合わせの理屈なんかで済まされる話じゃない。間が悪かっただけなんて、そんなの無意味だし、デタラメだし、それさあ人間はやりきれないよ。
Juniko screams again. You can see her heart cave in on itself. What's cruel and certain is that the more Juniko senses Gato's nearing death, the brighter the SG shines. This corrupted monk's coercive lecture imparts onto Juniko's mind the absolute truth about the meaning and futility of death. Though likely blinded by now, Gato turns his eyes toward his arm and smiles, satisfied. Or so it looked like to me.
ジナコ、お主も悪い。だが周りも悪い。要は全てが悪かった。人生とはそんなものだ。全てが悪いのだから悲観するのはバカバカしいぞ。
バカはおっさんだよ。あんた、私なんかよりどこも嘘つきで、私よりずっとぼっちじゃないか。誰にも理解されてないじゃないか。
悲しいな。悲しいだけだ。それとは別のところに喜びもまたあった。人生とは無意味と有意味のせめぎ合いだ。なのでこう思うのだ、ワコード。ただ間が悪かったのだと。全ての物事は大抵それで片がつくぞ。騙されたと思って口にしてみるがいい。気持ち、心が軽くなるからな。
While laughing, Gato abruptly spins around. His face is hardly recognizable. His frail and noise-coated hand reaches toward me, as if beckoning me, as if trying to grab at me.
ご主人様。
A chill jolts through me. This is farewell. The moment I clutch his hand, it spontaneously disintegrated. For the slightest instant, he firmly grips back, enough to hurt. His grip felt like a gnarled, sun-baked rock. Delivered to me was Juniko Karagiri's final SG.
おっさん、そんなことを言うために、私なんかに伝えるために、ここまで来たっていうの。
無論 SG なんぞよくわからぬ。勝手についてきよった。で、小生はこれにて入滅。生涯をかけて物心を求めた男が死後さまよってはいられまい。聖者の役に立って消えるのなら、これ こそ善行。ジナコカリギリのトゲも取れたし、言うことなしである。ま、それはそれとして、心の悩みはともかく、体のだらしなさは節操の管轄外。さらばだジナコ、次に会う時までダイエットに勤しんでおれ。目標、成人女性の平均65キロなり。
言ってるもん。それくらいキープしてるもん。私バカ。
強がりは焼き豚のもと。その虚言癖だけは生中には治らぬようだのう。
Monjigao disintegrates, laughing until the very end. He may have accepted that this would happen ever since he got his memories back. His strength deserves respect. Once he accepted that he was a dead man, he toiled for his allies until the very end. Monjigao stuck to what he did best.
おっさん、本当に死んじゃった。嘘だってば。そんな気なかったんだよ。私が言いたかったのは、みんな最後には死んじゃうってことだけ。殺す気なんて、死ねばいいなんて思うわけないじゃん。なのにどうして自分から死んじゃうのよ。そんなの私困る。ひどいよ。おっさん、ひどすぎる。どうして死んじゃうの。かっこつけて人を本気で感心させて人生観変えちゃって。なのにそれと引き換えに死なれちゃったらどうするの。おっさんを犠牲にしてのうのうと生きているなんてみっともなさすぎる。私今度こそ行き場がない。やだ、もうやだ。こんな惨めな私、恥ずかしくって生きてなんかいられない。来ないで、誰も来ないで。私なんかずっと一人ぼっちで引きこもっていればいいんだ。
Gado's words weren't able to save Jinako. No, that may be wrong. If anything, Gado probably saved Jinako too well. He made sure Jinako got the message and then some. So it's Jinako who can't deal with still being around. The answer Gado showed her was so correct that Jinako, who hates her own weakness so much, couldn't take it anymore.
カウント機構の消失確認しました。状態異常、オールクリア。迷宮第12回は SG を失い、一時的な安定状態に保たれています。
ラニー、あなたのシステムボイスが今ほどありがたいことはありません。冷静さを取り戻すにはいい反応です。いえ、こんな言い方しかできない自分が嫌になりますね。お聞きの通りです。一時こちらに帰還してください。この先は彼女の心の中での戦いです。我々にも心を整理する時間が必要でしょう。
Okay, I wanted to make sure if I could actually go back here and grab that chest. Damn you!